That was a surprise. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. And thank you for hosting this incredible event here in this beautiful hall. I visited Wrocław for the first time in July and saw this beautiful place, the adjunct to the famous Millennium Hall, under construction. And I could tell right away that it would be the perfect place to host the Transatlantic Forum. So thank you, Mr. Mayor, for being such a great host, and thank you for this incredible honor. President Kwaśniewski, President Buzek, High Representative Solana, Las Damas de Blanco, Mayor Dudkiewicz, our great partners from the Atlantic Council, my friends Fred Kemp, Maciej Witucki, Fran Burwell, and our partners from Demos Europa, honored guests. To dla mnie zaszczyt, że jestem tutaj na uroczystości Freedom House. Szczególnie, że Polska to bardzo odpowiednie miejsce dla takiej okazji. It's a privilege to... Dziękuję bardzo. It's a privilege to co-host this year's Freedom Awards dinner, and it is especially fitting, as Fred Kemp said, that the awards are being presented here in Poland. I first traveled to Poland 30 years ago, a few months before the historic shipyard strikes in Gdańsk. And at that time, few could have imagined what we see here today, what we see tonight, a resilient and prosperous and growing Poland, the sixth largest nation of the European Union, a strong and proud NATO ally. President Obama said, in honoring Solidarity's 30th anniversary, Poland has taken its rightful place in the community of democratic nations, advancing the cause of freedom and human dignity around the world. And tonight, as people in this room know, and as our honorees remind us, this outcome was far from inevitable. It required vision, determination, and courage. It required the bravery of a small group of Poles who dared to dream that it was possible to stand up to a totalitarian regime, to forge a mass movement, and to reclaim their freedom. And, as we're also reminded by the Wrocław Global Forum, they were critically helped in a supporting role by a transatlantic community, people like us, who supported the freedom fighters and who pushed for Poland's full integration into NATO and into Europe. In 1989, Poland was the domino that caused the fall of the communist system in Central and Eastern Europe, and as Fred said, Poland and its brave people changed the world. And now Poland still gives hope to millions denied freedom and opportunity around the world. Democracy activists to the east look to Poland. In Cuba, Democrats study and emulate Poland's examples of civil disobedience. In the past year, I've met with democracy activists visiting Poland from the Middle East, from the Balkans, from Afghanistan. They've come here to learn firsthand about Poland's bold and skillful democratic transition. The United States is honored to count Poland as a close ally and close friend. Poland is a leading member of the transatlantic community. Poland plays a vital role in strengthening ties between Europe and the United States, and it is very gratifying to see the Atlantic Council, one of America's leading NGOs, working hand in hand with Demos Europa to strengthen strategic cooperation between the United States and the European Union. As I said last night, and as was discussed throughout the day today, cooperation between the United States and Europe is truly more important than ever, and this is a partnership not only based on shared interests, but also based on principles and values. Tonight, we honor a group of individuals who share this deep and abiding commitment. President Kwaśniewski guided Poland through 10 years of transition, the adoption of a new democratic constitution, and accession both to NATO and the European Union. He has worked tirelessly to promote freedom and tolerance across Europe. As a solidarity activist, Polish Prime Minister, member of the European Parliament, and now the president of that distinguished body, Jerzy Buzek has also been a force for freedom in Europe, and the European Union is itself a powerful motivator to build a Europe whole and free. Throughout his career, most recently as the European Union's High Representative and NATO Secretary General, Javier Solana has made lasting contributions to the cause of freedom and democracy around the world. He is a great friend of the United States. And tonight we also honor Las Damas de Blanco, the ladies in white, who bravely continue the struggle for freedom in Cuba and who remind us of the price people pay for fighting that fight. Professor Geremek, the beloved foreign minister, and the beloved Polish foreign minister said at the founding of the Community of Democracies 10 years ago in Poland, regardless of the problems inseparably associated with democracy, it is a system which best fulfills the aspiration of individuals, societies, entire peoples, and most fully satisfies their needs of development, empowerment, and creativity. No country shows the truth of these words better than Poland. No city symbolizes the success of Poland's post-communist transformation better than Wrocław. And it is fitting that the Atlantic Council will be presenting the Freedom Awards here. Dziękuję bardzo.